Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another quick chat. Real quick, I want to talk about a few hot topics, okay? We got to talk about Miss Rihanna, what's going on with her, Janet Jackson, Kenny G, as well as Tiger Woods, all right? We're going to get into all of them, but we're going to start off with my girl, Miss Rihanna, so we can figure out what's going on because this story is giving every bit of disturbing, okay? It's giving a little bit of Swarm, all right? And if you have not seen Swarm, pretty much talking about fan culture or stan culture. Y'all need to go ahead and over there to Amazon and check that out. But all right, let's talk about Rihanna because they're saying Rihanna's home was swarmed by cops after a man shows up to propose to her, and she pregnant at this time. I said, girl, that man showing up to propose had better been ASAP Rocky, especially considering he already got a case. So is that why the cops was there swarming around her house? What's really going on? But let's go ahead and check out exactly what was going on. They're saying Rihanna got quite the surprise when cops swarmed her home after a man showed up to propose to her. And that is so weird. Like, what be possessing y'all to go the lengths that you go for these celebrities that do not know you and think that you just gonna get a pass? Like you're not gonna get some charges and labeled as a stalker and get whatever offense that you gonna get put on your record. Like, are you okay? They said the police were called to her home on Thursday. How y'all know where this lady stay at? With the law enforcement sources saying the man traveled from South Carolina. So where is she living? Is she out in Cali? Let me go up because I would believe that she's out in Cali. They're not saying where she's at, which might be a good thing. Okay. So far, they're not saying. But you came all the way from South Carolina to harass this woman, propose to this woman. It's something, it's a mental thing going on, all right? But they're saying that he came all the way from South Carolina to pop the question of the mom, of the expecting mom of two. Luckily, he came short and he came up short and was almost immediately met by Rihanna's security team. Insiders said that Rihanna's team called 911 after discovering the male in a red Nike hoodie. Didn't somebody do that to Kandi Burruss where they popped up at her house trying to come to her house talking about they was looking for a job or something like that? And the man jumped the gate and all of this stuff. Like, are y'all okay? When the police arrived, he was handcuffed, but he was not arrested. Why not? Did he not make it to her property like that for real, for him to not be arrested? Did he not fully trespass? Or did they not want to press charges? They just wanted to give him a warning and say, don't come over here no more. But they're saying, according to TMZ, law enforcement put the man in the back of their car and gave him a serious talk about his proposal plan before letting him go with a warning. Now, if this man come back and harm or do something else to Rihanna, she gonna turn around and everybody's gonna be on the head tops of y'all for giving him that warning. They said despite showing up at Rihanna's home, it was determined that the man didn't break any laws. He was asked to leave and told to never return. This isn't the first time a stranger came to Riri's house with bad intentions. In 2018, a man named Eduardo Leon was arrested after making his way inside the singer's home out in Los Angeles. Not you done made your way inside this lady's home. Rihanna wasn't there, but Leon had allegedly been hiding in her house for at least a day before he was discovered. Child. Now, see, Rihanna, when they do your story, your biopic, please make sure you have somebody in there that's gonna depict Mr. Leon and showing us where the hell he was hiding, and also let it show us when you fired your security team for not paying enough attention to the damn cameras to catch that the food and came up in your house anyway. Okay. Child, not him being in there for a full 24 hours before somebody noticed him. Now, just how big is your damn house, Rihanna? Girl, no to the ma'am. Pam. Y'all can't be running up on these people. Now, if y'all run up and y'all get clapped, it's giving y'all fault. Okay? Girl, he should have been arrested. I slick hope he's still in jail. Talking about some Leon reportedly told the police he was there to have sex with Rihanna. Yeah, arrest this fool on site. Arrest his mother is on site. That's crazy. Rihanna, you're going to have to get you some better locks and everything, or you're going to have to get you an electrical fence and all of that. I know that you can afford it, girl. Get all of that together. Girl, there is some spooky shit there. If I've ever seen it in my life, that is spooky as hell. But that's what's going on with Miss Rihanna. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see who we got up here next. Okay, girl, we got to talk about this Tiger Woods situation. Oh, I kind of feel away just a little bit. I did see this story briefly the other day. And then it came up on my timeline again. So I was like, let me check this out. So what they're saying over here on Radar Online, if you guys want to read along, they're saying Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend Erica Herman asked judge if she's allowed to spill secrets she learned during the time that she signed the 2017 NDA. So she signed the NDA when she got in this relationship with him. Now that they've broken up, she wants to have that NDA amended or torn up or whatever the case is, because I believe she was trying to say that she signed it without knowing all of the details, or basically trying to say a pressure was likely applied to her when she signed it, right? And it's like, one, I don't think that the NDA should be removed, torn up, or ripped apart, because that's not fair to a lot of these celebrities that I mean, unless it's like a real like legal case and they've really violated the law, then we can rip up NDAs, they don't matter. Then we can have somebody come in and have a conversation. But I feel like they should be protected. What's the point of having an NDA, having somebody sign it, and you not be protected? You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like she should be allowed, even if she felt like she signed it under pressure, whatever the case was. Listen, you wasn't finna rock with him no way if an NDA wasn't gonna be signed. That's just what it is, right? And I don't feel like she should be able to, in my personal opinion, go off and profit off of the said NDA after the fact. Like, I don't think that she, even if it's lifted, whatever the case is, like, girl, it's old. So if it was lifted, what's the point? But I just don't think that she should be able to discuss certain things. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Girl, we've known enough about Tiger. Like, what else do you want to say? Like, that's just me. I don't feel like she should be able to try to profit off that man's name. But if she does get the opportunity to share it, it's kind of like that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? When you fool around with them, that's what you get. But let's keep going. They're saying Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend, Miss Erica Herman, has amended her $30 million lawsuit to now seek permission to speak about things she learned about the golfer before signing an NDA. Now, I need to get more details as to why she's even suing this man for $30 million. So let me go ahead and put that up here in the system. Cause I'm like, Erica, girl, what is this 30 mil for? Erica, you only got with that man to hit a lick anyway. You wasn't really interested in him. And every chance that, I hate to say it, I'm gonna be real blunt. Y'all may not like it. Every chance these white ladies get, although I do not care really who y'all date, but it be y'all acting like y'all not black for me, or try to differentiate yourselves from being black and based on the women you choose and how you act, how you move. Whenever they get a chance to goop the fuck out y'all, I be like, this what you get. For real, for real. So let's see. People magazine says Tiger Woods' ex says he owes her $30 million for locking her out of his home following their breakup. How does he owe you $30 million, girl? I gotta get into this tea. Like, did he keep some of your items that were worth $30 million? Because if we break up, get your out. Like, why am I giving you money unless I kept your items, did away with your items, sold your items, damaged your property? If I didn't do any of those things, but you're not getting 30 mil, I don't think she should get shit. But it depends, because I don't know if he may have done away with some of her things. They said in the filing, a defendant, Jupiter Island Irrevocable Homestead Trust, asked for Herman's lawsuit to be heard before an arbitrator. In her claims, Herman said she had an oral agreement with the trust that allowed her to live at Wood's home for another 5 years. Oh, so wait a minute. Amid her breakup with the professional golfer, Erica asked for a court to void a NDA she signed when they first began dating in 2017. She cited a law that allows NDAs to be nullified in cases of SA. Gotcha. So she's saying that he SA'd her, so now she wants everything to be lifted. Now, court documents relate to the lawsuit she filed just after their split in October have surfaced, and this is what they're saying, that she signed or at least she had an oral agreement with the trust that allowed her to live at his home for another 5 years. Bitch, and not if we done broken up. You ain't finna live there for another 5. You better get your what? Not she done said, but she had an oral agreement. But you already know a written agreement is going to always trump an oral agreement unless there was some form of a recording that took place. Now, lawyers for the trust argued that Harmon was only allowed to live in the home while she was dating Woods. Now, this is what the lawyers for the trust is saying, which I believe, okay? The 47-year-old athlete currently lives at the estate with his 2 children, whom he shares with his ex-wife. So wait the minute, it's too much going on. I said, wait the minute, girl, it's too much going on. So you live at this, it's an estate that he lives at with his children, his ex-wife, and had his girlfriend on the property too. And you mean to tell me that she thought she was gonna be able to live on the estate as well? No, ma'am, you're an ex-girlfriend, not an ex-wife. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'm glad his lawyer's gonna go to back with this help. I'm sorry. This is just how I feel about that. Herman was told she had to move out after Woods ended their relationship back in October. Girl, get on. Now, this right here is what I call bitter, girl. This right here is giving bitter. That lady said, pay me for my pain, pay me for my time, and you can say the bullshit because everything is mine. And I'm gonna get my spot on that estate. Period. Now they're saying Miss Harmon responded to the breakup by filing this lawsuit, is what the lawyer said. And it's giving facts. That's what it looks like. Okay. Herman claims she's owed $30 million after the oral agreement was breached when the trust employees locked her out of the residence, removed her personal belongings, and informed her she could not return. Herman also said that she had more than $40,000 in cash that was misappropriated. And in what way was it misappropriated, Miss Herman? In what way was it misappropriated? Herman is suing for consequential monetary damages, injunctive relief, and attorney fees, according to the Florida Residential Landlord Tenant Act, per the court documents. Wood's representatives did not immediately respond. I bet they did because they trying to figure out what they could say to debunk every single one of her claims in that lawsuit. This lady better not win at them because it's giving scorn. It's giving you mad y'all broke up. You thought you was gonna be able to finesse that man and be the next wife, in in charge or whatever like that. And it's giving, girl, I done been gooped before, and y'all not finna really get me again. And I'm not finna press go on you like you got me picked up. But let's keep going. The trust lawyers added that under the NDA, which was attached to the filing, Herman is required to settle any of her issues with Woods through a confidential arbitration. But by suing the trust instead of Woods himself, Herman wants to argue the claim is is for a public forum. See, there is motive. See, she's trying to ruin this man's name more than what it already is. There is motive. Now she's trying to get the NDA lifted so she'll be able to profit off of it. And all of it is really to get back at Tiger Woods for breaking off their relationship. Like, she's being scorned, girl. Like, I mean, she's a scorned woman, is what it looks like. And it's really giving some movie type shit. Like, this is funny. Okay, Woods is pushing for the claims to be heard by an arbitrator who he hopes will determine that Herman never had an oral agreement over the home and that she's not owed any damages. The trust attorneys also filed a motion to stay proceedings until the arbitration argument is settled. Okay, they attached a redacted version of the NDA that said arbitration was required for any issues between Herman and Woods. The now exes both signed this agreement on August 9th of 2017. So I don't know how she finna go about getting that, snatched up. Now they're saying in her own filing, Herman claims that the NDA should be voided, citing the Speak Out Act, which protects victims of SA and harassment. The documents state that Woods and Herman had a long relationship that was both professional and personal. Herman claims she is currently unsure what other information about her own life she may discuss or with whom. Herman has not made any accusations against Wood per the report. So she's trying to say that she experienced some type of SA, some type of SH, okay? And she is not necessarily labeling Tiger Woods as the person that committed the act against her, but because of the Speak Out Act, she wants things to be lifted. But it's also giving that you're going to try to trash his name as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting how they play out. Let me hop back over to Radar Online and see what else they're saying. Okay. All right. So yeah, she was seeking money for that $30 million lawsuit. And she's asking for permission to speak out about things she learned about him before signing the NDA. Now, wait, has amended her 30, okay, to now seek permission to speak out about things she learned about him before the NDA. But why would you want to? This is going to be interesting. Now, according to court documents, Herman and her attorney filed an amended complaint on March 16th. In court documents filed in Florida, Herman said she had been living with Woods in his mega mansion in the city of wherever it's located. Herman said she provided Woods with valuable services during their relationship and was allowed to live rent free. She said Woods promised her orally she could live in the home for years. He probably promised you that when y'all were together. The two broke up last fall. Herman says she continued living in the home because there were 5 years left on the alleged oral agreement. Months later, Herman said Wood's team then convinced her to take a short vacation without the golfer. Baby, Herman says she was driven to the airport. Once the car arrived at the airport, Wood's team allegedly told her she had been locked out of the home and was barred from returning. Girl, if this ain't some movie, she said Wood's team took 40K in cash from her. Child, and she just continued. This a lot. Talking about they yell false accusations at her too. Girl, this is some movie type SHI. Now, see, I can see them telling her to take a vacation just so they can get her out the home and lock her out. But I feel like did they really need to do that? Have you gone on a vacation for that to happen? Really? Or could it have been a situation where if you would have left, it wouldn't have mattered when, they still was going to lock you out when you left the premises? Or did they tell you you needed to leave and you decided to go on vacation on your own? Just so you could set up this whole scheme. It was a scheme that you set up for you to come to us with the BS. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they been told you to get the fuck out and you left some stuff behind, purposely took a damn trip and then, came back. And then now who we are with this situation. Like, I don't know, girl. It's giving a whole lot of movie stuff going on. And I really don't even know who to fucking believe with this situation. But I cannot wait to hear what the courts have to say about it. I just don't think Miss Girl is owed no $30 million. If you feel like they misappropriated the little 40K, get that lady her 40K and send her on about her damn business. But outside of that, no ma'am. I don't think she gonna get far without having an oral agreement. I really don't think, without having a written agreement. It's just saying she has an oral one. I don't think that's going to stand unless she has something back in that oral. Unless she recorded him or something, then maybe. Outside of that, I don't see it going far, girl. But either way, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on, honey. Good luck to them people. All right, they could be walking down the street and I wouldn't know a thing, honey. But we're going to go ahead and move on over to Kenny G. Let's see what's going on with him. They're saying Kenny G is ordered. Get this. Kenny G is ordered to pay his ex-wife $250,000 to help fight him in court over 40K per month for divorce payments. What? So he got to pay her lawyer fees just for her to be able to fight him for him to give her the 40K. Girl, your honor. Now, see, I was gonna say, well, just give me the 250K right out the gate, but it depends on how many months he gonna be paying that 40K because she might end up getting well over that 250K. But Your Honor, if you think that I'm gonna give her 250,000 to fight me in court, and if I lose, Your Honor, you might as well go ahead and deduct them 250 from whatever. So if I gotta pay her for 3 years, whatever those calculations are, go ahead and subtract the 250K that I already spent on her ass for that, and then you can break up the rest of it. All right. So if that looks like it's a year and a half that she's gonna get these 40K payments, then so be it. But if you think I'm gonna pay her and that, like, no, ma'am. Legendary musician Kenny G has been ordered to pay his ex-wife $250,000 to help her pay for her lawyers as part of their nasty divorce. Child, the two divorced in 2013 after 21 years of marriage. They share two kids. All right. They're saying the two are battling over 40K per month payments. Kenny agreed to the divorce settlement. He claimed his income has dropped drastically since the support order was entered. Further, he pointed out he has paid Lindy over $4 million in the past 9 years. Ooh. His lawyer said he cannot continue to make payments, claiming for the last 2 to 3 years, Kenny's touring opportunities where he earns the most income have not only declined, but his percentage of earnings from the tours have also declined. Now, I believe this because of the pandemic, right? And if he's gotten sick or ill, he probably can't tour how he was touring prior to. But then I also can see Kenny G being on some FS. But my thing is, y'all separated or got divorced back in 2013. What took y'all so long to finally move forward with the divorce? I wonder what was happening. Like, were y'all just separate? Like, what was going on? Because y'all got a divorce in 2013. Y'all just never settled everything and got all the numbers and stuff figured out. Like, girl, that's a long periodical time. And that man said he gave you $4 million. So was some of that $4 million the contributions to the children? Is that what that money was for? Child, now listen, Your Honor, you wrong for having this man pay this lady attorney fees and then got to sit up there and make a decision on how much he got to pay her on a monthly basis. That's kind of messed up. All right, his lawyer said he cannot continue to pay. We read that Kenny's income has substantially declined steadily since 2018. Woo, Kenny had a net worth of $50 million at the time of his divorce, and that was in 2013. They said Lindy is 57 years old, and as far as Kenny knows, she's in good health. Kenny's attorney wrote before noting Lindy has not held a job in 10 years. So her money must be dwindling now as well, which is why she decided to come to the front and try and sue and get a piece of his money because she's fighting to not have to go back to work and maintain whatever lifestyle that she chooses. Now, I ain't saying that lady don't deserve her coin. Get that lady a piece of her coin. But if you think he got to pay for her attorney fees because she ain't getting no job, girl, some part of me is like, no. But that's what you signed up for, child. Mm-mm. Now, prior to Kenny's request, Lindy had accused Kenny of intentionally hiding his significant income. She accused him of filing misleading financial reports with the court and believed his income had increased, not decreased. Lindy says she believed Kenny was not filing the correct information because he feared she would seek an increase in support. Kenny probably took all his damn money and put it in a trust because you can't get to it that way. Okay, that's what it seems like. Lindy said Kenny stopped making the monthly payments in 2022, despite his contractual obligation to do so. She said she has been forced to rely on savings to fund her defense and pleaded for the court to order Kenny to cough up money for her lawyers. Now, girl, that is some messy shit there. And you know what? That's kind of what y'all get, especially you, Kenny, because you let this shit drag on for 9 years or however long it's been dragging on, especially when you say you had a network of $50 million and you done pay her over $4 million over the past few years. Child, mm, 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 mm. This is a whole mess. Child, a hearing was held this week on the matter, and the judge sided with Lindy. The order stated Kenny not only receives music income, but $600,000 per month in rental income with very uh negligible expenses. Child, so Kenny, you been having coin like that? Kenny, you been having bread like that, Ken? Now, see, some part of me as I get lower and lower on this damn list, I'm starting to side with Lindy my damn self. I'm starting to side with Lindy my damn self. Get that lady a piece of her money, because you making 600,000 just off of rental property. Give Lindy two of them houses and let Lindy make a little coin off that. Get that lady two of them damn houses so she can get that rental income, and then all of this will be solved. Lindy ain't got to worry about working no more like she ain't been working. All right. The judge said Kenny's income is substantially higher than Lindy's income. Yeah, because she ain't got none. As a result, he awarded her $175,000 for past legal fees and another $75,000 for future. We don't even know what the future legal fees gonna be. And you done already gave this lady 75. The war over the 40K per month payments will continue on. Girl, let me tell you, Miss Lindy is milking that ass. Whew. Girl, y'all men is stupid. Y'all are dumb. And every time y'all get gooped, I can't even say I'm mad at it. That's what your dumb ass get, okay? Either way, get your money, Lindy. And good luck. Let's go ahead and let's move the hell on, okay? Let's talk about Miss Janet Jackson, because it looks like she over there fighting a lawsuit too, girl. What's going on with everybody's money? So, according to Radar Online, Janet Jackson fighting $200,000 lawsuit over alleged debt to her ex business manager. Hmm. Let's see what they're saying. She's asking the court to dismiss all claims against her various companies. All right. They're saying a collections company called Creditors Adjustment Bureau filed a civil lawsuit against Jackson and her various companies. Jackson was sued personally along with Black Doll Incorporated, Juggernaut Productions, Rhythm Nation, JDJ Entertainment, and Queendom Incorporated. The suit said Jackson owed her ex business managers from the firm They list the people's name, but she owes a total of $238,593.88. The firm's website says we work alongside the world's top artists, athletes, and other high achievers across our core competencies. Okay, business management, royalty, tax, and audit. The debt was assigned to Creditors Adjustment Bureau, which took the matter to court. So I guess since she was in debt by not paying that bill, they sent it over to one of these creditors, all right? And now one of these creditors is trying to sit up here and get that coin, but she wants to have everything dropped. Jackson's powerhouse attorney disputed the debt. We have been working with a distant former manager who referred a bill to collections that was resolved years ago due to some errors that were made with Mr. Jackson's account or Ms. Jackson's account. If the case was assigned for collections and they are suing as the signee, they will be in for a big surprise as the claim is past the statute of limitations and was resolved years ago before the firm was bought out. Now, listen, if that is the case, baby, y'all might not get nothing. Y'all might not get that. And it be killing me how creditors, and I'm glad I ain't got y'all on my ass, okay? That I could think of, girl. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm gonna tell you this, girl. If you ain't get paid, you ain't getting paid. Okay. But that be the thing for me when people have debts with one company and then y'all be transferring it to a whole nother company and then that company be on your ass as though they are the exact ones that you owe it to. Ain't nobody tell you to pay them for that file and then thought that you was gonna come over here and get somebody some money from that consumer. Like, girl, you took that L when you paid them. You should have left it over there where it was. You should have told them not to send it to collections. You should have let them keep it over there. Y'all thought y'all was gonna be able to collect. Girl, the people was getting hipped to not answer y'all phone calls and stuff, girl. You feel what I'm saying? I had to learn that a long time ago. Because when you answer that call and your debt probably was from 2000 or whatever, girl, them folks proud, and you answer every time you answer the call, it's gonna reset the clock. Okay, so no, don't answer the phone call, them folks calls or whatever like that. But y'all done took it far, thinking y'all was gonna get $230 some thousand, almost 240 out of Miss girl when they had already resolved the debt. So at what point did y'all get it? And y'all just now bringing it to the forefront. Girl, I slick hope y'all don't get nothing. They already resolved it. They already figured it out. Y'all got bought out at the last minute. Okay, so I don't know. And the statutes of limitations definitely has passed. So once that time frame has passed, those 7 years, however many years, like y'all need to get it through y'all heads as collection agencies to lead on folks the hell alone. Okay, if they didn't pay it, they ain't gonna pay it. Okay. So yeah, that's what's going on with Miss Jackson. All right. We'll see what's going to happen with that. He argued that the credit bureau has refused, failed, and or neglected to mitigate its alleged damages and therefore cannot recover against defendants, whether as alleged or otherwise. So basically, um, mm, so they weren't trying to clear up anything or identify what their damages or anything were. Y'all just trying to collect the money without having to have an actual back and forth about it. You know what I'm saying? To clear up the matter. Girl, y'all ain't getting no coin. They not gonna get paid. Mm-mm. Nah, they not gonna get no coin from Miss Stein. Y'all go ahead and throw that out, Your Honor. Go ahead and throw that out and let Miss Jackson go on about her business and live the rest of her life real good, okay? But that's all I got. Just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about what's been going on, these lawsuits and harassments and all this other stuff that's been taking place, okay? You guys hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about everything that we just talked about on the quick chat. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.